Imagine you've spent years doing a sport that you absolutely love. You spend 15 hours a week practicing with all of your best friends. You train year round and you compete with those same best friends every single weekend. But once you age out, you're done. There's no next level, no NFL, and there's no NBA for cheerleaders. That was our reality until now. With the launch of the Pro Cheer League, this is giving an opportunity for cheerleaders to be seen as professionals and for cheer to be seen as a professional sport. And as someone who's been in this cheer world for a really, really long time, I can say that this is a really big deal. I've seen how hard the athletes train, how much we love this sport, and how much that we've been begging for an opportunity like this. And now we're finally getting it as a reality. Today I'm going to tell you about the Pro Cheer League, the teams and athletes who are creating this movement, and what it's going to mean for the future of cheerleading. But first I'm going to tell you how it was started. The league was launched by Varsity Spirit earlier in this year. It's one of the biggest names in cheerleading, and they host a lot of our competitions. For years, cheerleaders have trained nonstop. We compete at Worlds, Nationals, Summit. We created all kinds of competitions for ourselves to compete at. But once you hit your 20s, you kind of just age out. There's nowhere for you to really go afterwards. There's no pro path, no competitions, and there's no real recognition in the outside world. Varsity Spirit decided to fix that with the start of the Pro Cheer League. It's giving athletes a place to still perform, but also to make a career out of doing what they love. It's giving cheerleaders the same respect that other athletes get and inspiring younger athletes to dream a little bit bigger. But now you know what the Pro Cheer League is, I'm going to explain to you the teams and the athletes who are starting this. So for the inaugural season, we're going to have 4 main teams. There's going to be Atlanta Air, Miami Metal, Dallas Tribe, and Golden State Grit. The names are really, they're cute, I guess. They're okay. But they're in regions that are already known for being powerhouses in the cheer world. When they hosted tryouts, most of them were invitational, but there were a few that were open. And they didn't just look at skills like stunting or tumbling, they also looked at your performance level, your experience, and your showmanship. They wanted to know that you couldn't just go out on the floor and do the skills that the coaches were telling you to do, but they also wanted to know that you would be able to step out on the floor and really own what you were doing. If you follow cheer at all, you probably know some of the names who are being in the league, like Gabby Butler, Ryan Cummings, and Angel Rice, and you know that it's a really, really big deal that they're all in the league. These athletes are from top gyms like ICE, Cheer Athletics, and Top Gun, so their talent is absolutely incredible. These teams aren't just thrown together, they're being put by professional coaches who have made an amazing name for themselves in the cheer world. They have real athletic trainers and they have really, really good choreographers. And with this mix of a team leading the cheer teams, we are getting some crazy skills. We're getting really, really, really good choreography, and it's something that we've never seen before because the quality is truly amazing. But with all this energy and attention, what does it actually mean for the sport? The league is giving something to cheerleading that we've never really had before, and that's visibility. For the first time, cheerleaders are being treated like real professional athletes. They're getting media coverage, sponsorships, and even brand deals. And that's something that we've never really had before because it was only really for basketball players and football players and soccer players. This kind of attention brings more money, more fans, and more opportunities. And it inspires the little kids who are watching at home because it lets them know that they need to, not that they need, but that they can stick with the sport and that there's a new level coming for them past just all-star cheer, which you age out of when you turn 18, or college cheer, which obviously is over when you graduate college. And this isn't just about changing cheerleading currently, it's also about what it means for the future of cheerleading in other ways. The Pro Cheer League is going to push cheer closer to also being in the Olympics, which is something that has been extremely controversial for the past couple of years. But I personally feel like with the creation of the Pro Cheer League, it's going to make it feel a little bit more possible. So, in conclusion, The Pro Cheer League is changing what it means to be a cheerleader. It's giving athletes who have worked their entire lives on a sport that they absolutely love a path forward, not just to compete, but to also go pro. We've talked about why the league was created, who's leading it, and how it's setting the stage for the next generation of cheerleaders. Cheerleading has always been about teamwork, strength, and passion. And with this new Pro Cheer League, I really think that it's beautiful because it's giving cheerleaders who have spent their whole lives training and working, and now that they're finally old enough, they've kind of just been bouncing around from open teams, which means that you can compete over 18, but it's not really the same as competing when you're younger than 18 because there's a lot more rules. And college cheer isn't really the same as all-star cheer. It's a lot more traditional, and you have to do the pom-poms and the signs and stuff. And it's giving athletes who have been bouncing back and forth in between these two things a place to finally land. And that's on a professional stage, doing hopefully what they really, really love to do. So that's all I have for you tonight. I hope that you have a good day.